Hey guys, how's it going? Solo back with another daily video. It's Thursday, almost the end of a trading week, and wow, what a roller coaster ride it was today on Mara, on Bitcoin in general. Let's get right into it. You know what we do, always talk about the overall market really quickly. I'm going to show you how Marathon Patent Group traded on Robinhood today. I'm going to show you two news articles. Again, one's a good news article, one's a bad news article, like we do. I'm going to do some updated technical analysis, and then at the end of the video, I'm going to show you the option flow data for today to see what the big money investors are doing with Mara. Let's get right into it. We got a lot to talk about. So overall, not a great day in the market today. I mean, yes, I think the S&P 500 tickled all-time highs or set all-time highs again. They just hit all-time highs yesterday, but look at the stock market here. More red than there was green. Again, big tech was kind of leading the way. Apple up almost 3.7%. Look at the semis. Intel up almost 6.5%. AMD up 3%. Micron, Nvidia all green. Qualcomm kind of flat, but still green to end the day. But look at all this red down here. The financials, the banks, healthcare, entertainment, telecom. Not looking so good. Energy is deep red right now. And I think this might be because the current administration really is a big proponent of green energy, and oil and gas are not green energy. But enough of that. Let's talk about Marathon Patent Group. So here's the graph on Robinhood for today. And gosh, you know, I was sweating this morning because pre-market, look at this. At the opening bell, we were down almost 15% already. Within the first 10 minutes, down over 17%. And then slowly rallied back. Really around noontime, we hit the jets and rallied all the way back almost to break even, down just about 1%. And I thought, you know what? They had us in the first half and we're coming back. But then power hour started and we just sold it off again. And then even after hours, we continued to sell off. So what a roller coaster ride here. A mixture of emotions. Went from being unhappy to really happy, back to being unhappy. I mean, right now, we ended the day down 8.9% during normal market hours. And then after hours, we're down another 3.8%. And again, Mara and Riot Blockchain, Marathon Patent Group and Riot Blockchain are trading along with Bitcoin. And Bitcoin did not have a good day. I mean, looking at the daily chart as I'm making this video, Bitcoin is down 9% today. I mean, Bitcoin is at $31,000 right now, 31.2. Right now, I mean, we are slowly, ever so slightly melting up. We're up about 2.5% in the past hour. But really, in order for Mara and Riot to recover, they're in the business of mining Bitcoin. And if the Bitcoin value drops, well, then it just makes sense that Riot and Mara are going to drop with it. We really need a Bitcoin pump overnight pre-market. And that's, again, what I'm going to decide on, what I plan to do with my put options on Mara, because I have two strikes. I have two options at, or I should say two contracts at the $17 strike, and I have three contracts at the $15 strike. So we're going to be riding the wave. I mean, right now, Mara is around $16.90. So currently I'm in the money on my 17 strike puts, but we'll have to see. It's going to be a game time decision, see what pre-market is looking like. The real question I have to ask myself, the 15 strikes might be safe. The 17s are what I'm worried about. And I have to ask myself, do I want to let it ride and possibly get assigned shares, then start selling covered calls next week? Now, the risk of that is if Mara keeps dropping, well, then it's going to be harder and harder to keep selling covered calls and potentially run a complete wheel strategy and get out of the trade. Now, my other option is to roll, meaning I could roll this option out further in time and even down in a strike price or two. So that's going to be a game time decision. Check out my video tomorrow night to see what I ended up doing, but my options expire tomorrow, so I will have to make a decision. Let's take a look at the good news, bad news articles. Let's do the bad news article first, just to get out of the way. So this article is from MarketWatch. This one came out today, and it's titled, "Here's Why Marathon Patent Group Stock Tumbled Today." So let me know, lay it on me. What they're saying, if we scroll down to the bottom of the article, this is what they're saying, and I've kind of already alluded to this. They're saying, first, as already mentioned, the price of Bitcoin is down today, which we already know, and Bitcoin at the writing of the article was down 8.5% and roughly 25% from all-time highs set earlier this month. And just like I said, since Marathon mines Bitcoin, it's logical for the stock to go down as well. Now, the second reason they give for the pullback is they're saying that the stock is overvalued. They said, this was a penny stock not too long ago that's been pumped. And they're saying that when Bitcoin pulls back, it dampens enthusiasm for investments like this and valuation takes a hit. So they're saying Marathon could have much farther to fall if traders dump this and move on to the next big thing. Let me know right now in the comments below. Are you bearish right now or bullish on Mara? Let's get on to the good news article. So this is an article out of CoinDesk. If you go to coindesk.com, they have all things crypto articles. That's all they report on. So there's so much news on crypto if you want to stay up to date. But this one is about Janet Yellen. And yesterday, if we read through this article, it says yesterday when they were interviewing her, she said that crypto is being used mainly for illicit financing. So that really was not good news for investors or for the market. However, today, she kind of backtracked and she says that cryptocurrency has the potential to improve the efficiency of the financial system. So it seems like she kind of backtracked a little bit and is now a little bit for Bitcoin. She's saying, I think we need to look closely at how to encourage their use for legitimate activities while curtailing their use for malign and bad activities, she wrote. She says, if confirmed, she intends to work closely with the Federal Reserve Board and other federal banking and securities regulators on how to implement an effective regulatory framework for these and other fintech innovations. So this sentence alone should be bullish, right? I'm hoping a lot of investors see this. They see that Janet Yellen is coming around, JL is on board, and hopefully we have a green day tomorrow. But right now, like I said, looking at Bitcoin, we're slowly melting up, but we need this thing to go back up to at least the mid 35s, in my opinion, in order to get our share price back on Mara. Let's look at the updated technical analysis on TradingView like we always do. So here's the graph. If you saw my video from yesterday, you know I said there were two options. Either we were going to bounce right off this 50% Fibonacci level around $19 and go up, or sell off maybe to the level of the 21-day moving average, which is also right where the 61.8% Fibonacci level is, and then go up. Well, it looks like we sold off for now. The real question we have to ask ourselves tomorrow is, are we going to go up tomorrow, or is the sell-off going to continue? And like I said in last night's video, I think it all depends on what happens on Bitcoin this evening, overnight, and tomorrow morning before the market opens. So basically, just keep an eye on Bitcoin. If Bitcoin drops below 30,000, I'm going to panic and I'm probably going to roll my options out in time, because then if we keep going down, my next area of support is around $14, okay? And then my next area of support after that is around $12, and then the 50-day moving average right now is around $10. I don't want this thing to go down all the way to 14, because if I own shares at 17 and this is at 14, who knows when it'll come back if Bitcoin keeps dropping. So I'm going to be sweating tomorrow morning if Bitcoin keeps falling or doesn't get to 32, 33, maybe even 34,000 in the early morning hours. If that's the case, if Bitcoin stays around 30, 31, I think we will have a continued sell-off on Mara, unfortunately, as much as I hate to say it. If Bitcoin rallies, then I think we'll find support here and then keep going upwards. But I'm not liking what I'm seeing right now on the stock chart for Bitcoin. The RSI doesn't help us that much. It's really in the middle, not really overbought or oversold. We did have a good amount of volume today, much more than we had the past 3 days. So a lot of investors trading Mara today. But that means, it doesn't mean it's always bullish. This is a combination of bought and sold shares. So let's see what happens with Bitcoin tomorrow morning and then make our decision from there. And like I said, of course, I'll update you in my Friday night video about what I did with my trades. Let's end the video like we always do, looking at the option flow data on Trade UI. So here's the Trade UI platform that I use to get my option flow data. You can see we're looking at Mara right here in the top left. 23 sweep orders came in today, and let's see what the big money was doing. So right off the bat, mixture of green and red boxes, so mixture of puts and calls that were bought. However, you can see overall, there were 14 call options bought and 9 puts. So overall, the call to put ratio is 14 to 9. But let's see what the biggest positions were. So at the end of the day, here's one for $182,000. This is a 20 strike call option. So that's bullish. However, the expiration date is in June. So it's 148 days away. So someone is betting that Mara will get to or above $20 by June. So that doesn't really help us that much in the short term. That's more of a midterm trade. Let's see what else we can find. Here's one for $145,000. Now, this is a put option at the $12 strike. So this is a bearish play, but this is a January of 2022 option. So someone is betting that by January of next year, Mara is going to get to $12 or less. So this is definitely bearish. Here's one for $130,000. This is a put option as well. At the time, Mara was trading for $15.85. They bought an at the money put for a month from now, February 19th. So that is a bearish option. Even the call options that expire tomorrow, Friday. If we take a look at the strike prices, they're all below, for the most part, the current share price. So these are all hedges. So unfortunately, I'm not seeing a lot of bullish sentiment in the option flow data. I'm seeing a lot of hedging and a lot of bearish puts, unfortunately. So I don't know. Guys. I'm starting to get a little bit nervous. I'm getting palpitations already. I'm not liking the setup so far. I think our only saving grace is if Bitcoin pumps tonight. So just send your positive vibes to the crypto miners, and let's hope we go green tomorrow. As always, make sure you join the Discord server if you're not in there already. Add me on Twitter, add me on Instagram, add me on Reddit, add me on StockTwits. Let's end this week green, and I hope we all have a great trading day tomorrow. Take care, guys. Happy trading.